would like to express my total gratitude with my deepest appreciation by saying, if it wasn't for God, where would I be today? My name is Reverend Dewayne Hunter. I'm a native of Natchez, Mississippi. I later moved to Jackson, Mississippi as a child under my mother's care and guidance with my other 5 siblings in the early 80s. My grandparents were very religious and strict, as my mother explained to me. When my mother went to work, we stayed over my grandmother's house. Now I must admit, we were some bad kids by nature, but grandmother kept us on that couch the entire time till my mother arrived back home from work. I also wonder, who's that picture on her wall? It was a man, a very unique, godly image. I just couldn't figure it out. I was too afraid to ask my grandmother, but that picture had to stand for something. As I began to get older and grow up as a teenager, a lot of my close friends didn't have a desire to talk about Jesus. Maybe they didn't know how, or didn't know much about him either. All we knew was that God existed, so I took that and ran with it. I never doubted that God existed, and I always kept him close to my heart. God had always been with me from day one. I always trusted God. I believed in God and tried my best to understand as much as I could. Even in my mess, God was and still is with me. I didn't have the knowledge about his will because I knew he loved me. But my gut feeling told me that any harm that would lure my way, God would sway it away from me. My life is now rolling into a young adult. I finally graduated from high school and I was off to the United States Navy. I was a late bloomer, but God had a plan. But boot camp was definitely a challenge for me. For the first time in my life, I was away from my family, miles and miles away. It was a very tough time for me. But on some Sundays, we could attend the chapel services, and I knew God was there, so I knew exactly where to find him. Going to the chapel and boot camp helped me get through this phase towards the next step. Now I'm a grown man on my own. I'm a United States American sailor. I'm on my own, and life is just out there. I dealt with many challenges in life, but I was missing the most important thing in my life, and that was Jesus. I need him more than I could ever know. I didn't know that he died for me, took my place, made a place, provided a place just for me. Jesus saved me from myself. I was my worst own enemy. The decisions I made could have taken me out of here a long time ago. I was invited to Second Calvary Baptist Church in 2009, and the people in this place embraced me in spite of how I looked, talked, or carried myself. They talked about Jesus so much, I wanted to know more about him for myself. His teachings gravitated to my heart, that my soul began to cling to his words, character, and love. When Jesus referred to the Father in all things, it was the same God that I knew, and it all made sense. Jesus is the Son of God. I wanted to know Jesus personally. He changed me from being lost and forsaken to being rescued and found. I gathered some great teachers here at Second Calvary Baptist Church. Listen and learn from their teachings. Shared testimonies, created some profound relationships. And as the years continue to transpire, I'm now a licensed minister whose passion is to teach, preach, and heal in the work of Jesus Christ. There is no doubt that Jesus is the reason, because he saved me.